We all get consumed by something. Music, film, a good book, perhaps even that new healthy lifestyle. On Consumed, we talk to people about what's consuming them. So, let's get consumed. Hello and welcome to Consumed. This week we're going to be consuming Helene Bastien. Hello, Hele. How are you?
Hello.
And how's your internet connection?
It's hopefully a little better now. Third time lucky.
Third time lucky, but let's go. So, what has been consuming you recently?
Consuming me recently?
Yeah.
What? I thought you were going to tell me the internet dropped.
It looked like it had.
Look, I can't cope. If this is going to happen again, we'll reschedule, okay? Because
We'll
my
have to
wine glass
No,
is
it's
almost
absolutely
empty
fine.
now. This is consuming me at the moment. I tell you, my blood pressure reading
Yeah.
is probably higher now than it has been throughout the whole day. Something consuming me that's actually calms me that I was recommended to do because it uses a different part of the brain that allows you to actually switch off is jigsaw puzzles. It's a revelation
Who
to me.
recommended it? Who recommended it for you?
It was a lady who led a sort of fancy business strategy course I went on last year. And I didn't heed the advice until New Year's Day this year. And now I can't stop. I really love
So you're
them.
quite a recent jigsaw. Yeah, you're quite a recent jigsaw.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
I
they
am.
are. I love a jigsaw. So, yeah, I do one every December. This comes from Amy's parents always used to get out a jigsaw table at Christmas time and just have a Christmas jigsaw just like on the go. Yeah, so like a special table would pop up in the hallway, just like a collapsible table. Not a huge table.
Like a bridge table?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of like a bridge table. And they would have a jigsaw on the go. And so anybody would just like walk past and do a couple of pieces and then, carry on. And
I'm not sure
but
I could
would
share.
get quite involved.
I'm not sure I could share.
Can't share your jigsaws. Well, yeah, and so I do the same one each Christmas of this Christmassy village scene. And yeah, I've done it probably 4 or 5 times, and I can just pick up a piece and know exactly whereabouts on the board it's going. So I can do it quite quick. But I just don't. It's just do it in the evenings when the kids have gone to bed, really.
I don't know how I feel about people interfering. If you know what the scene is and where the pieces go, then it would really fuck me off if I came back to it to find that, well, it's hard to mess up, I suppose, but that someone had completed a particular piece or area that you've been wanting to focus on.
Yeah, well, no, I'm happy for the help.
Okay.
I just kind of want to it's like I'm almost happy like just to get it done and get it out of the way. This year I actually did finish it a bit too quickly because I kind of want to keep it going the whole of December, like in the build up to Christmas, just like I almost get it out like a Christmas decoration.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't do them any other time of the year. Which part of the brain is it? Did they just say a part of the brain?
No idea. I can't remember. I just remember her going on about a way to switch off and relax and how she'd done some sort of study with American soldiers or something. And God, I can't see them practicing using puzzles. But anyway, I took the advice, and on New Year's Day this year, I started doing these puzzles and I just love them. And I mean, they take about 3 or 4 weeks to complete. They're quite complicated. The ones that I've seemingly chosen are not your average recreate this scene. In fact, they're not that in the slightest. They're what happens next. So you get a picture on the box of what you're doing, and then you've got to guess what happens next. And that's the puzzle. So you can't go by what's in front of you. You've just got to sort of guess the position of objects and people. What happens next?
That is wild.
It's
I've
quite
got to try
challenging.
one of those because do you find when you're doing a jigsaw that you kind of lose yourself in it and then time passes and you're like, I really need to go to bed, and then you're like, oh my God, it's 1 a.m.
So I'm not one of those. No, I'm not one of those people that. Well, I'm sort of obsessed, but I'm not too obsessed to get too tired to do it. I mean, look, I'll carry on for hours, but I won't be the early hours of the morning because I like my sleep.
Yeah, fair enough. I absolutely love that. I love a jigsaw. When you do jigsaws with the kids, are you quite good at being able to step back and let them try and put the wrong piece in the wrong place repeatedly, or do you have to intervene?
Look, they're not on. I don't let them anywhere near my puzzles. That's for sure.
No. Quote of the day. Yeah.
I'm fortunate that they quite enjoy theirs. I mean, my eldest Remy will take over, but they're pretty good at them, I have to admit. And
Yeah.
I'd prefer them to do
So what is the one that
puzzles
you're working on
than,
at the moment?
watch
Was it
something on Netflix. So I encourage them, and sometimes they ask for help, but more often than not, they're happy to get on with it.
So what is the jigsaw that you're working on at the moment?
The Actually, I have finished one, and I'm loath to get the next one out before going away on Saturday, because otherwise I'll be thinking about it. It's quite sad, isn't it?
Not really.
I
Where are
need a
you
good
going where are you going
stretch.
on Saturday? Okay.
Saturday we're off to France. We're off to
Oh,
the
yes.
south of France for half term, which I can't wait
Lovely.
for.
So, yeah, you can't take the jigsaw with you because, yeah,
Well,
it will
because I'm
consume
flying
you whilst you're away.
Ryanair and I've got a bag that's about that big, and the
Yeah,
puzzle
love it.
itself
Just
is
open it
about
up.
the same size.
Yeah. Yeah. No box. Just a bag full of jigsaw pieces. Yeah.
We do
That's all
that
you
for the
need.
boys actually, and I've been known to photocopy at work the box so that we can take a sheet of A3 paper to recreate when we're
Great.
there.
Absolutely
The
brilliant.
things we do.
Yeah. Yeah, you just don't normally say them out loud and you're like, "Oh my god, do I actually do that?" No, we do the same with the jigsaws. We put them in sandwich bags. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
Lego,
It's
Lego as well.
normal. Yeah. Well, good shout. Yeah, I do enjoy playing Lego. I've
Although
still got
fake
all my
Lego these
Lego.
days, we buy it on
Okay.
AliExpress because it keeps them entertained for longer because it's harder and, well, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, puzzles and
My
fake
mum still
Lego.
had all of my Lego.
Oh,
Lego is
amazing.
expensive, isn't it? Yeah. Ridiculous. Well, Bonnie had some pocket money. She had like 20 quid, and I took her to the Lego store in Leeds, and she bought a 101 Dalmatians little set,
I
which she
mean,
absolutely loved.
I thought,
Great.
sorry, when you said 101, I was gasping because I thought that's the amount which you could spend in a Lego shop.
Dalmatians.
But
No, it was £20
okay, I
for
mean,
two
it's
little
still
doggies. But
steep when you
yeah,
think about it.
yeah, we have all of my Lego from my mum still had all my Lego from when I was a child, so we play with that.
I mean, break that
And
up if
we've
you've
also
still got the instructions.
well, okay, so, I mean, so it's what was weird was that like it's still in the same box that I had when I can't remember the last time I played with this in the 90s probably.
Mm.
And I opened it up and it was like opening up a box of memories. That's the
Oh
only
my
thing I can say.
god.
Like
What do you
I would pull
remember
out
from the
random
box? Tell me, what did
well
you pull out of that box?
inside the box there was a Tazo. Do you remember Tazos?
I
Used to get them in
No,
crisps.
put it in my mind. What is a
Well,
tazo?
it looked a bit like a pog, but you
Oh,
kind
I
of linked
remember
them together.
pogs.
And I don't know why you linked them together. Well, there was a Tazo in there. There was also
Right.
some like toys that I remember having as a child, which was came from breakfast cereal. It was a little monster
Mm.
playing football, and I also had some football stickers from 1997 in there. Um,
Probably worth something.
and well, we also had like all this Lego that were in sets, and so I found this little safari car, and I found all the pieces and put it back together again because I found the instructions online, and so I managed
Ah,
to find all the bits in the
brilliant.
box and put it back together, which was great. So I loved that. And then Bonnie made a safari park, so she was like, "Great, I'll make a safari park."
That.
And so we had some. I bought some just like a bag of random bits of Lego for them for Christmas, like a kilo
Mm.
of like random bits, and
Mm.
that's just all in there as well. So yeah, I quite enjoy the fact that they like Lego because I loved it as a kid, and now I get to play with it
Yeah.
again,
And the
and it's
fact that they're
still in the same
making
box.
stuff, but the stuff the buying the kilo of Lego for them to make whatever they
Mm.
want, for them to use their imaginations is just brilliant. And man, they
Yeah,
come up with some weird and wonderful shit, don't they?
yeah. Oh, they really do. Yeah, yeah. Well, Pip actually, when she builds, she like groups everything by color, which is quite interesting because
Oh,
I
okay.
don't and Bonnie doesn't. So yeah, she made a little
Mm.
boat the other day, and it actually looks a bit like a rainbow because she got all the colors together.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. You got,
Very
and
artistic.
like I can't exactly. I can't cut in there and be like, "Hey, don't put that bit on there. That looks stupid." I'm just like, yeah, go with it. But it's good fun. So,
Absolutely. Love
other
that.
than jigsaws, what else have you been consuming?
I mean, I have to admit, I am slightly consumed by work. My work.
Well, I mean, actually, what's your job? I don't even know.
My job. So I'm not even sure if I described it, you'd be able to guess what I do. My mum often says to me that she's chatting to her friends, and she's got no idea what I do anymore.
What's the title?
I'm a chief of staff, so I mean that's a
Yeah.
fancy way of saying that I'm sort of the eyes and ears and the undercover. That sounds very cool. Undercover. I was about to say agent. It's nothing near as sexy as that. I'm the sort of eyes and ears of the CEO of our business. So
Right.
I work in insurance. Oh God, I've been at the same company for 12 years now.
Mhm.
And I'm sort of responsible for reporting to my CEO all the good and bad stuff I hear about. I mean, I get projects and I work on um,
So you just like
plans and
you're walking around the office just snooping in on people's conversations
well, you
and
say
just like
that.
reporting back?
I'd love to have a bit more choice about what I snoop into, but I get a lot of people coming to me and
Oh,
telling me
right, I
stuff.
see, I see.
And then
Right.
it's for me to work out why they're telling me and what I'm to do with it. So
Oh,
it's a lot of dealing with people. I mean, yeah, probably deal with people more than I do the strategic projects that I've been tasked with, but it takes time. People take time. Yeah.
where is that? Is that right in the heart of the insurance part of London?
Yeah, I am in the city.
The
The
city.
insurance part of
Yeah, the city.
London being, yeah, the
The
city.
city, yeah, also known as the city. Yeah,
als- Also known as. Yeah, I got a nice little
yeah.
commute from New Barnet to Moorgate, which works
Mm,
very well for me.
nice. Oh, yeah, Northern Line.
I don't take the Northern Line. You didn't listen. I said New Barnet, not
Oh,
High
oh,
Barnet.
sorry.
I could take the Northern Line.
So what else have you been consuming then? So work is consuming you, and jigsaws are consuming you. What have you
Yeah.
got planned for your, trip to France? What do you like to do
I,
when you get out there?
I like to lunch. I'm not going
Yeah,
to
me
lie.
too. Yeah.
I like to eat and drink well, especially when on holiday. So
Well,
I
I mean,
expect that
France is a good place to do it.
I'd say it's one of the best
Yeah.
places to do it, arguably.
Are
So,
you lunching in a restaurant or are you going to the Intermarché?
I mean, I will go to the. It's not an. It's it's a variation of it near us, but and we will do a big shop. But no, when I'm lunching, I'm usually out.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
It is my
How are your
one
kids in that
pleasure.
situation? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh,
Well,
so you're lunching by
they
yourself?
no. Well, I mean that would be ideal. Maybe I might get one if I'm lucky, but no. How are the children? The children are well trained, I'd say.
Oh,
Um,
okay, good. Yeah.
from an early age, they understand what it means to dine out.
I
I can't
yeah.
stand the screens, so it's a lot of entertainment with
Yeah.
top trumps. Not so much
Nice.
jigsaws because they take up space, but those little games. I
Too much
find
space.
water
Yeah.
stones quite good for the old table games, I call them.
Or the shop. Sorry, for a minute I thought you
Yeah,
meant that was a game. I was like, I don't remember playing that one.
no,
I
no,
don't remember playing Waterstones.
too messy for the table. Nothing involving ice nor water. They're my rules.
Yeah, I find that when we're out eating with the kids, they eat, and when as soon as they finished eating, they're like, "Right, I'm done now. I'm off." And it's just like, "Oh, okay, I'll follow you." And so
You just
yeah,
got to
they
keep
haven't
them
quite
entertained.
cracked it. Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah,
by
it's
any
just
which way.
colouring in.
Yeah,
Yeah, we also don't
colouring,
have any
drawing.
screens really for them either.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I'm looking forward to it. We're going out to France in September. No, August. Last week of August, we're going out to
Oh,
France
lovely weather
to
you will
Brittany for
have.
2
Where are you
weeks.
off to? Uh,
Brittany, yeah, Brittany. So getting the ferry across, and so that'll be. We got 2 weeks there in a
oh,
similar place that we went to last time. A nice
tell
little
me about that.
campsite that we discovered. Well, it's a place. The town is called Saint Lunaire,
Oh,
which is about 20 minutes from Saint-Malo or
okay.
maybe half an hour, but it's not that far. So, like, you can get the ferry straight there, and then we're pretty much there.
Yeah.
We went to a Euro camp in that area last year, and, we didn't know anything about the area, and it turns out it's quite bougie, actually. Quite a lot of Parisian people go on holiday there, and there's not that many English people, and all the places are just really it's just really nice. Like, we were on one beach, and there was kind of like it looked like a shipping container, and it looked like maybe there was, like, one, like in the UK, it would have been a cafe that was selling, like it would have had a little chest freezer of ice creams and some, like, a netting of balls and, like, a, bucket and spade, and I walked up to it to try and see if there was an ice cream for the girls, and it was just, like, table service, like, wine, like, lovely little restaurant, and I was like, "Well, that looks nice." So we have,
That's
got
that certainly beats a long
yeah.
life flapjack.
Yeah, exactly. And so we got a campsite that's basically right near there. and right near
Mm.
this beach, which is really, really nice. So yeah, should be good as well. And where we're staying in the little like chalet, last year we were kind of next to our car, whereas this year our chalet looks out onto some grass and there's a little climbing frame, so the kids can like run around without it being too dusty, and we can kind of just relax with a rosé. So that should be great. Looking forward to that. It's just too far away. I am actually off work
Mm.
next week though, so we're going camping at the end of next week, which will be nice. It's also Amy's 40th this week.
Mm.
Well, Tuesday, week today actually. So her brother and his
Whilst you're
wife are
away?
taking us away. No, not in France. No, it's next week. We're not in France until August, but we're
No, I know. You said you were away next week.
no,
You're
not
taking a week
camping.
off
Sorry,
next
yeah,
week.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, yeah, yeah, but we're not away. I'm only camping for a couple of nights at the end of the week. So at the beginning of the week, we're away to a place called Kip and Nook, which is in North Yorkshire. It's like a kind of a fancy kind of glamping place. So that should be nice because I've actually checked out what it looks like. But and then I've just got a couple of days with Bonnie because she's off school. I haven't decided what we're going to do yet.
Well, you got the weather for it
Which
'cause it
yeah,
looks
just one of those.
absolutely brilliant beginning of next week, right?
Yeah, hopefully it's still nice in France when you're there.
Well, well, I
South
hope
France.
so. It's changeable, but, it's looking okay at the moment, so I don't think I'll be
Or is it
swimming.
down
I think
near
it's a bit nippy, but
Nice? Is that where you are?
yeah,
Down near Nice?
yeah, it's about 20,
Yeah, no.
25 minutes from Nice.
Lovely. 25 minutes from Nice. Yeah, it is lovely down there, isn't it?
It will be.
Which airport are you flying from?
Stansted.
All right.
Well,
Classic.
we'll see. Yeah, I know the old Ryanair, but
Yeah. I always, every time I fly with Ryanair, I always think never again, and then every time I always book with them again because I'm like, this is much cheaper
it's
than everything
just
else.
cheaper, the times are better. I don't wanna be getting in at
Hmm.
midnight. I don't wanna be having to get up at the
No,
crack of dawn, so
no.
fine. The times work for us. It just means that we'll have to just pack a pair of pants each and sunglasses, and that'll be it. But hey ho, we can do
That's all
some
you need.
washing
That's
whilst
all
we're
you
down
need.
there, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's all you need. So, if you were on a desert island, which dessert
Yeah.
would you eat first?
Which dessert would I eat first? Out of all of them, any choice?
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, definitely got one that is my
yeah,
go-to if ever I see it on a menu, regardless of where I am. Now,
yeah.
this is going to test your French cuisine.
Okay.
Have you ever had an île flottante before?
Oui,
A
oui,
floating
j'aime le
island?
il fait temps. Yeah.
Is it not just the best pud you've ever had?
Well, yeah. So actually, it's meringue, isn't it? It's meringue in a
Yeah,
little
with the
like
custard, the
creme
vanilla
anglaise.
custards. Yeah,
Hmm.
go on. Yeah, forget the vanilla custard, the crème anglaise. You're right.
Yeah, creme anglaise. Well, it is because it's quite. It's not like a thick custard.
No, well, I mean, it depends where you get it, but, you certainly don't want it to be liquidy, not too liquidy, anyway. It's gotta
No,
hold the meringue,
no, no, no.
right,
I have
on
only
top of
ever
it.
had one which was made homemade by Amy's brother because he was
Oh,
curious, so he made one, and it was good. Also, Kath, her dessert was just custard, but she did
yeah.
mention the il flitton because she was talking about meringue and custard. I was like meringue and custard, but in my head I was
Oh,
thinking like crunchy meringue and thick
yeah,
custard, not
yeah,
fluffy meringue and creme anglaise.
which is sort of no, trifle isn't crunchy meringue and custard, is it? No, that's cream and
No, there's
custard, not
no
no,
meringue.
no, 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 there's no meringue. It's a shame
Yeah.
because it would work quite well, actually.
Well, what?
Might try it.
You should. You should.
A new variation on the trifle with additional crunchy meringue.
Would you put the meringue on top, or are you putting it in the middle?
I'm putting it in, although I wonder if
In the
that would
middle.
make it soggy. It depends.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But if you got
Not
a
sure about
real
that.
kind of hard pavlova style,
Mm,
you could put
it could work,
if you put jelly underneath, because the jelly's not going to make it too wet, is it?
but it's
And
the
then
cream and then the custard that might
yeah, the
penetrate.
custard on top. If you put custard on top, but if you got quite a thick custard that wasn't too
Mm, a really
liquidy,
set
you might
custard. Yeah,
yeah, and then cream on top, you might be able to get the meringue to stay you know.
might be. I mean, we're really distancing ourselves from my pud of choice here. The il flottante is
Yeah.
nothing like that,
So when you're in
but it does.
France and
It's food for thought.
if you when you are in France and you've got to ask the waiter this in French and there is an il flottant on there, can you say, "Can you make this into a trifle, please?" With a hard layer of meringue. I'll take the il flottant, but add some jelly and add some
I'll just
sponge.
say Yeah,
layer it.
yeah. Please, you know what? Please, if it's possible, I prefer an English trifle in my broadest
Yeah,
accent.
yeah.
I might get
Yeah.
Toby to
No,
do
but
it. I think that's one for him to take. I'm not sure I could bear it
uh,
because I'd be ordering the ill flitons. I don't want a trifle.
what I'm interested in sometimes when I see an il flitton is if someone ordered one for a birthday, could they put a candle in it?
I mean, look, if it's a good one, you should be able to. Yeah. That
That's what
peak
I was thinking.
should be I don't want to say dense because it's not. It's really light and fluffy, but it does hold its form.
Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? Because it is solid, but it's not solid.
Yeah.
It's light. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
Um,
I wonder if I'm allowed to take candles in my little pint-sized rucksack on Ryanair, in which case, well,
just
I
to
could just buy a
do
candle out
a
there, but I'll give it a go. I'll give it a demo.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would be
Yeah.
good. Yeah, just the people need to know.
Because then we'll
Um,
know. We need to know.
yeah. Well, that's it. We need to know. We need to know.
Need to know.
And obviously, if I made one, it's not going to be quite the same because I probably won't get it right. You need to get it made by a
Well,
professional.
not necessarily. I mean, I have to admit, I've never tried it, but I'd be willing to. I'd give it a
Yeah,
go. I think it might be quite tight. I know, mind you, the creme anglaise isn't that hard. I'll give it a go. I'll let you know.
yeah.
I'm not going to set myself
I've
a
not.
time frame, but I'll try at some point this year.
If I see one on a menu, I'm going to order it because I haven't had
Or
one. Like as I said, I haven't had one by a professional.
if you
I
don't
think I
order
don't think
it,
I have.
I think you're missing out. I genuinely think you're missing out. And look, I'm not talking about any of those fancy looking ones where you get a little sort of circular meringue. No, I
Mm,
want the homemade, w-
yeah,
peaked, big,
yeah.
it doesn't look pretty. It's not a pretty looking dessert. It
It's
is,
hard. It's hard to make it look pretty, isn't it?
but it should be because that is it straight up how it should be. Tastes delicious. My
What
fave.
is it? Italian? Is it Italian meringue?
I think it is actually. Is
Yeah,
Italian meringue
yeah,
is the one that you can it comes in it's peaked, isn't it? It's I don't know, I've never
yeah.
made it.
Italian
Alex,
meringue
you're
is when you
testing
pour it.
me. I haven't made it yet.
You sorry, that's
Although
your
it's a
homework.
French dessert, so to say it's Italian, I don't know.
That's what I mean. That's why it was confusing me because Italian. I mean, maybe they make a meringue in a similar way, but Italian meringues when you pour in the hot syrup, it's got to be a certain temperature, hasn't it? So it cooks the eggs as well as whilst you're whisking it.
I mean, that's pretty fancy
I
stuff.
I mean, that's what I think happens. I've watched it happen on MasterChef and Bake Off and things like that. I've never attempted
Okay.
it or seen anyone do it in real life.
So what about those tiny crunchy little things that you can buy to bash up for whatever you use
Like
them?
little
What do we use?
meringue kisses.
Yeah, those things. What do
Well,
we use those
you
for?
bake that, don't you? You bake it, don't
Well,
you?
not if you buy them already
What do you use
done,
them
but what are they
for?
used for? Yeah. Oh, it's like a sundae, isn't it? You
Yeah,
put
yeah,
it
you could
with
have them on a
sort of
Sunday.
strawberry sauce and
Yeah.
ice cream and all that stuff.
Those when I used to work in the Everyman, we used to have meringue on there as a topping on the Sundays.
Mm.
Yeah, we used to get the bigger ones and bash them up. I mean, one guy was looking
Yeah.
at the Sunday menu, and I was standing behind the bar, and he just went, "What's meringue?" And he went, "Oh, meringue."
Oh my
I was
god.
like,
Do
"Yeah,
you
it does
know
look
what?
weird when you've never read it."
That reminds me of I had lunch with an underwriter of mine many, many years ago, and he was ordering. Well, we decided what we were going to have, and he then ordered with the waitress, and he a- he ordered the cruddites, and I had absolutely no idea what he was talking about.
What? I don't know what that is.
We said
I can't even work
to
it out.
start, what I'd really want is I'd really fancy these cruddites, and I thought, bloody hell, that sounds like some sort of crustacean. What the hell is he talking about? And I looked at the
What is
menu,
it?
and it was crudité. It was like little bits of
Oh,
vegetables that you
yes.
then dip
Yeah,
in thing,
okay.
and it just reminded me when you said your what was it, meringue or whatever. It's like,
M
oh, the cruddites,
meringue,
meringue.
the cruddites.
Yeah, cruddites. And to this
Yes.
day, when I told my sister about it, when we're out and we sit on a menu, she deliberately asks for the cruddites, which
Yeah. Good. Top
I
banter.
mean, look, if you've not,
It is
how
funny.
are you supposed to know?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Ah,
Excellent.
love
So,
it,
il flitton,
love it.
I mean,
Yeah,
it is a lovely dessert.
good.
This
Pleased
isn't
you
a question I
approve.
normally ask people, but what
Go on.
would you eat next? What would you eat next after that?
What, after an Ilflaton?
If you were on a desert
Oh,
island.
right. I'm on my own. Okay, because what I was going to
You don't
say
have
is
to be.
usually people would order coffee, and I'm not a big coffee drinker.
Yeah,
So
well,
I'd
I find
usually
it hard
go,
at the end of a night and yeah, end of a meal, it's
no,
always a
go
bit
on.
much, isn't it? No, I'm
What,
just saying at the
an
end of a meal, it's a bit
espresso?
much for a coffee. Yeah, because it's a
Well,
bit late, isn't
I'm
it? Late at
tired, I
night.
wanna go to bed, But what I would
Mm,
order if I were with others that were having coffee, so I knew I'd got another sort of 20 minutes, half an hour, is I'd probably have another glass of wine.
no.
So maybe on my desert
Yeah, nice.
island after my Ile Flottant, I might have another glass of wine. Yeah.
Love it. Love it. So,
Yeah. What's
I didn't give you
next?
much time to think about this next question,
You
but
haven't
if
given
you
me
had a
any
time
time
machine,
whatsoever.
yeah,
Uh,
I
I
apologize
mean, I
for that.
yeah, I mean, you've kind of thrown these questions at me with 30 seconds to spare, knowing that everyone else has been given a full day or so.
Yeah, at least a couple of hours. Yeah, I apologize for that. I normally do let people know the questions before I ask them, but I have this is gonna
I've
be,
been thrown
real
under the bus with this one, but
off.
time machine, I mean,
Yeah. Where would you
there are
go?
many, I'd like to go many places, but actually one that's fairly recent is it's down in France again, actually, and
Ooh.
this was last year when Luca was still in nursery and Remy had broken up for the summer holidays, and so I decided to take a week off work and head down there, just the two of us, me and Remy, and it was I remember returning. Well, obviously, I remember the time that we spent together, but I remember returning and telling colleagues that I'd spent a week and felt truly happy. We just didn't plan anything. We got up late. He let me sleep. I rested. And he played on the beach. I finished my book. I enjoy reading, but I just don't have that much time to do it. I'd love to do that again. I'd love to go back and relive that week because it was honestly, I mean, me and what was he then? 5-year-old, 6-year-old. Sounds unusual to want to go and do that again, but we really had the best week together.
Yeah, sounds idyllic. Well, it's funny,
It
isn't
was
it?
really nice.
Your perspective on stuff changes when you're a parent.
Mm.
You probably wouldn't want to go with any old 6-year-old.
Hell no.
Yeah, exactly. And before
And I
you had
think it was
children, the idea of going on holiday with a 6-year-old, you'd be like, "No way.
no
Am I doing
way,
that?"
no way. But I
Yeah.
think it was a
But
combination of
now,
that one-on-one
absolutely.
time, and he sort of understood that I needed a break as well as him, as well as, going to the
Mm,
beach and building forts around, of this well, sandcastle forts with moats and whatever. But to
yeah.
sit and relax and watch him get on with it quite happily, either on his own or making buddies on the beach, and just to take it easy. I find that's quite
Yeah,
difficult
that's nice.
between the 4 of us, but it was
Yeah.
easier with just the 2 of us. I mean, because life's
Yeah,
hectic, right? You sh
yeah. Yeah, it is. And I find when you're just looking after one child, they're so different. They're
well,
not
they're
getting
so
getting at each other.
different because they've got every bit of your attention.
Yeah.
Interestingly, I find that both of mine are much better behaved when it's just me than when it's just Toby.
Why is that?
You know? I think they like
Yeah.
boundaries, if I'm honest.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know?
okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I don't wanna say I'm strict mummy, but I'm stricter. I'm not a pushover. As you can well imagine, I'm sure.
I can imagine, yeah, I was gonna say, I can imagine. Yeah, no, the kids need boundaries. That's I was saying this last week to Tom Beecham, that I find it hard because I can't be silly all the time because otherwise the kids would just be like, is this what we do? Is this what we're
Yeah, I
supposed to do?"
know.
Like, you can only be silly once you know where the boundaries are, you can then push them.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
need to know where the
and that's
boundaries are to
actually
begin with.
that's been a real thing for me, actually. I'm conscious now that when I come home from work, it's sort of high stress. I'm still in that work mode, and I try really hard the moment I walk through the gate. It's like, right, I'm no longer work me, I'm mummy, because they don't give a shit about work mummy. They don't want to see that. They're not interested in that, you know. And it's a shift that I have to make because it's not fair on them if you're anything other
Mm.
than what they need.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
exactly.
so, yeah, I know there's lots of fun that's had. There's lots of dancing. There's lots of music.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, yeah, yeah. It's
What
good
kind of
fun.
music?
All sorts of
What kind of
music.
music?
So,
Yeah.
the boys listen to music in the car with Gosha, who is like a member of our family. She helps us in every respect at home and with the boys. And they come up with the wildest things. So we've heard them singing, and I've caught. Hang on a minute. What's that? Can you sing that again? So we've had. Oh God, I don't want to get this wrong now. I'm going to be there. They call it hands because they do the Indian dancing, but it's the is it Punjabi
Okay.
MC?
Yes. Yeah.
And they actually know the
Great tune.
words because Gosh has played it in the car, and so we get little tidbits like that that they catch on
Yeah.
to and that they want us to play, and I mean all sorts that we want to listen to as well. So we each sometimes after we've finished dinner on a Sunday, we'll go round and everyone will pick a song that we listen to. So God knows what they might
Yeah.
choose. It's whatever they've heard that week, but inevitably it's something like old school, like Eurythmics or Tina Turner
Oh,
or I don't
cool.
know, the Kinks, something that, and they do quite enjoy it. So yeah, we play quite a
That's
bit of
good.
music at home. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, so do we. I mean, a real mix. And the girls are into Spice Girls recently, actually,
Ah, brilliant.
which I don't mind that because a bit of a revisit.
Yeah.
Some of their tunes are pretty good, to be honest. Don't mind
That's
listening to
jolly
them in the
good.
car.
Yeah, I
Mm.
went to, I was quite heavily pregnant with Remy and went to their reunion tour. Had to drive all the way to
Oh, really?
Milton Keynes. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
All the way to
yeah.
Milton Keynes.
It was quite far, I think no, no, maybe it wasn't Milton Keynes, maybe it was further, maybe it was Birmingham, I can't remember. Toby bought the tickets for
Oh,
his
okay.
sister for Christmas, but bought 3 tickets. I was like, that's suspicious. Me, my sister, and his sister in mind, and she did invite us, to be fair, but I was massive. I could barely get behind the steering wheel, and I drove us all to wherever we were, Birmingham, Milton Keynes. Had a brilliant
Was
concert,
it
loved it, loved
good? Oh, great.
absolutely
Yeah.
great, and yeah, I just remember being massive, and actually someone pointing out to me that I was massive and probably shouldn't be at Spice, and I thought, "Oh, that's very girl power, isn't it?"
Yeah, exactly. So
So it's unsurprising
if
that
you
Remy
were
loves the Spice Girls.
oh, cool. Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
my
he
mum said that
does.
when she was pregnant with me and she went to discos, I always moved around a lot when the music was on, so she
Yeah,
said she always knew
yeah,
that I was gonna like music because of that.
yeah,
Not sure
that's
she'd have
great.
been at discos if I was moving around, but yeah.
Why not? Why not?
No, I'm only joking. It was the '80s. So if you were on a game show, what would your specialist subject be?
My specialist. What do you think my specialist subject would be? Take
Oh,
a punt.
I've
Any
absolutely
suggestions?
no
No
idea.
idea.
No, you don't have. So when I asked this question to Kath, she didn't know either. So I just asked her questions about custard.
I mean, I have got quite an unusual sort of obsession with crime. So I wonder if my specialist topic would be something like notorious serial killers or something like that. Um,
Gosh,
I've I've
I'm
I've
going to
ha
ask AI.
I've really had this fascination for decades, actually. I don't know what that says about me. I'm not a threat.
Did you not study? What did you study at
I did
university?
actually. Yeah, you're right. I studied
Yeah, yeah,
criminology and social policy,
yeah,
which sort of I was about to say whet the appetite. I didn't mean it in that way.
yeah. Makes you
It
sound
it
like a serial
it
killer. Yeah,
it fulfilled enough. But no, and then I went on the straight and narrow and read law. So, I'm I'm on the right side of
yeah.
weird.
On the right side of the law. Yeah.
Yeah, the right side of the law, exactly.
So if you were on a game show, would you go for like a specific kind of crime period? Would you be like, okay, well, I'm good with like serial killers that were all featured on Mindhunter, or
Oh,
would you be like, I
I
am
mean,
a?
that is horrible stuff, though. I mean, they're all
It
horrible
is horrible
stuff, but,
stuff. Yeah,
I'd probably go f well, no, I'd probably stick to the most horrible, the most notorious serial killers. Probably American, 'cause I've watched more documentaries on them than anything else.
yeah. Did you watch Mindhunter?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Did you
What
enjoy
how
it?
many series were there? Because it got paused because of COVID. I
Two, I
thought there
think.
was a 4th. No, 3, I think. Were there
I,
2 or
I've only
3?
seen two.
Oh, well, then I've
I've
only
only
seen
seen
2.
two.
I've seen however many there were, and, I thought they
Yeah,
were bloody brilliant. Really enjoyed
yeah,
those.
yeah. Jonathan Groff. That's his name, isn't it? The actor who
Can't
plays
remember.
the the young guy. Well, he's Kristoff from Frozen.
I've got boys, we're not the only character from
What?
Frozen I know is Olaf because my niece
Oh,
has a
okay.
teddy that's Olaf. He's got a carrot
He was
nose,
also
hasn't
the.
he?
Have you seen Hamilton,
I
the
haven't,
musical?
no. No, I haven't.
He
It's
was in that as well. He plays the king. Anyway, he's
oh,
excellent in it. It was a
he
good
sounds
show,
like a very
but
good
yeah,
actor.
he's got range, is what I would say, from Mindhunter to
Sounds it,
the
yeah,
others.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering if
Okay. Well, I
Mindhunter
mean,
is the one that I'm thinking of, though, because I thought there were more than that.
I don't know. But it was. I think it was around COVID times though. It was. It
Mm.
was
'Cause they
good.
had
It's
my
like with the
understanding
young
was that they'd planned another one and it got paused and we're still waiting, which is
Mindhunter.
often the case. Go on, have you got a phone? I'm on my phone, so I
Uh,
can't even look it up.
yeah, I'm looking it up for you now. Actually. Oh, there was just two series,
Yeah,
2017 and
what am I thinking
2019.
of
They
then?
must have paused for COVID.
Oh,
But
bless
yeah,
you.
that was about the FBI and profiling serial killers.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
sure it was
like
this.
that
It
was
was
the first time
brilliant.
they
It
were
was
kind of doing
absolutely
that.
brilliant, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. It was good. Well, normally what I would do with that is I would then take someone's specialist subject and ask
Oh, no,
the
you're not
internet
asking
to
me
give me 5
questions. This is
questions on
far.
that. But I'm not sure.
I've not had enough prep. Look, if
I'm not
this were
going to ask questions.
mastermind,
I don't want
if this
AI.
were mastermind, I'd have prepped for the last 6 months and you gave me 30 seconds. So, I mean, and also I would be a bit wary of the search browser if you're,
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, I don't really want to
yeah.
be searching that. That was good. Well, anyway, thank you so much for chatting, and I'm pleased we got your internet
Is this
sorted.
it?
Yeah, I mean I've got
Oh, I could
42
carry
minutes
on.
on the clock here. I know,
Blimey. I've
I know.
enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's good fun. I always come away from them feeling like it's just been excellent to just like catch up, and especially because I mean I don't know how often we see each other, like once every 2 years, once every
Not
3
often
years.
enough.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Well, thanks very much for coming on.
Pleasure,
Thanks
Open.
very much. Hopefully, it won't be too long till I see you again.
I hope not.
But yeah, it's nice to chat.
Ooh, ooh.